So in the year 1900, Rerolls was born. Or I should say I was born. I would be 125 this year, a super old guy. Anyways, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we will be focusing on trait rerolls. I wanted to get this out for the past 7 days, because I already made a gem and gold guide. But with the update, a lot of stuff changed. And in today's video, I'm going to cover that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let's begin. So as you guys saw, I got 2 rerolls. That's going to start with the first method, which is challenge mode. If you guys don't know, they buffed challenge mode. So with the new buffs to challenge mode, you have weekly challenges, which gives 20 pulls, which should be obvious on how many times you can do it. It does gives a lot of rewards. So now we have 20 pulls down. Let's move on to dailies. Daily challenges give you plus 3 rerolls, which nets you up to 23 rerolls for the week. If we're talking for a day, that's already 3 rerolls. Now let's move on to something that refreshes every 30 minutes, and it's going to be regular challenges. As I said before, these refresh every 30 minutes. Here's a tip. Make sure to do this exactly 5 minutes after the reset, because if you don't, it can mess up your plans. So as you can see, it say reset in 27 minutes. What if I told you I did it 1 minute? Which means just because I finished mine. In the new 30 minutes reset, as you can see, I can't do the current challenge because it thinks I'm trying to cheese the system. But it's not, just because the match went over. But whatever, so on weekend you get double reroll. Do instead of 2 every hour, you're getting 4. So if you get to do 30 challenge on the weekend, that's basically 60 rerolls from challenges, just in 3 days. Okay, so the next method will be bounties. Bounties gives you 10 rerolls and 5k gems day. You have a 10 clear limit, which will probably reset on daily reset. If you add 7 days of grinding, that's 70 rerolls a week. I will try to do a rough count at the end of the video. So 70 rerolls a week, which they added the next button. After that you have these, which is tedious. For completing the glossary each stage, you can get 20 rerolls, but completing one takes a good while. Been playing from day 1 and haven't cleared any. We're probably looking at 320 reroll from this. But the problem I'm facing is I can't get this last boss for some reason. As you can see, I have gotten every other boss. Expect that specific one. I'm not sure why it's so difficult. Could be a bug, to be honest. I don't care. Now you have a new game mode, which is a bit boring, in my opinion. But you can still get traits. Not a lot, but the time it takes. For it isn't worth it, still something. As you will see, you can 3 rerolls and 3 corrupt rerolls. Let's move on to the last method, which reset weekly. And it gives a lot, in my opinion. This isn't really newbie friendly. The first one is, but the others not so. New player friendly. If you're enjoying the content, like, share, and subscribe. So last on the list is boss events. First of all, this reset every Tuesday. And when it does reset, there is a new boss event that rotates in, and the shop refresh as well. So you can't go wrong with this method. So the amount of rerolls you get is 40 every boss event. And this 40 can be obtained after 1 hour and 20 minutes. Just by playing the mode. Takes around 8 to 10 minutes to clear one run. And it costs around 160 to buy all the rerolls, which is fairly a reasonable price. If you want to know how solo it, check the channel out. We have a lot of ways to solo with all rarity. These 2 are honorable mention. First one being the new dungeon. This gives you a whopping 100 rerolls. It does take a long time, so bear that in mind. For the last 2 method is going to be these 2 raids. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, that's it for this video. If you made it this far, it means a lot to me. Here is the estimate of how much rerolls you can get. So roughly 271 re-rolls in a week. And that's you do 10 daily challenges. For example, no life. Anyways, peace.